It's been quietly standing in the heart of town for hundreds of years. Many of you might not have looked at it twice when walking by, but this building, which has been standing for over 250 years, has played an important part in our history. In the second half of the 18th century, it was the home of Sir Robert Boyd, a once governor of Gibraltar. It later became officers' quarters, and much more recently, it was the home of the Marrasche family. For many years now, the building has stood empty. But all that is about to change. This morning, the Development and Planning Commission approved plans to regenerate the building known as Fortress House. A private developer will now convert one of Gibraltar's oldest remaining colonial homes into a modern space which will house a cultural and social hub. The idea is to retain most of the iconic and historical features of the building and blend it with a modern extension. The architect says the historic nature of the building has taken centre stage during the design process, and that the newly created modern spaces in the footprint will reflect the contemporary use planned for it. The idea is for the building to house the art collection of an art enthusiast. He says he chose Gibraltar to home his collection, feeling it could have a positive impact on the community. He says he plans to open up Fortress House to the public, the wider public. An art gallery will occupy much of the space, but in an attempt to bring art to the younger generations, part of the space will house a gallery and creative space for children. There are also plans for a high-end restaurant and cafeteria, and the rear of the building, which is currently gated, will be opened up. Heritage Minister John Cortes called the project exciting, and he said he would love to see more of this type of investment in Gibraltar. The project was widely approved by the board members of the DPC. There were a number of concerns regarding aspects of the final design and the reconfiguration elements of the interior of the existing building. The developer will now be looking at these recommendations and working at them with different parties, ahead of presenting a revised design when the project is ready to go to the DPC for the next stage, full planning permission.